Ready to navigate the ultimate human body map?
Directional terms are your compass.
Let's master the key to pinpointing every part with precision.
But first, we need a starting point to enter the anatomical position.
A directional language in anatomy exists in order to provide minimized confusion when discussing about the specific areas in the body. This directional language or terminology is used in anatomical position. The anatomical position is when the person stands erect, face facing forward, both arms at the side, both palms facing forward, and both feet facing forward.
The anatomical position gives us clear reference as we go through different directional terms. Let's start with superior and inferior. Superior means towards the head and can also mean upper or above, while the inferior towards the feet or what we call as lower or below. So we can say that the nose is inferior to the forehead and the forehead is superior to the nose.
Medial and lateral are another set of directional terms. Medial means towards the midline of the body, while the lateral means towards the side of the body, where the midline has an imaginary line that divides the body into left and right halves. For instance, the heart lies medial to the lungs, and the lungs is lateral to the heart.
And the next is the proximal and the distal. Proximal means closer to the axial body or towards the trunk, while the distal means further from the axial body or further from the trunk. So we can say that the thigh is proximal to the foot and the foot is distal to the thigh.
Superficial and deep are another set of directional terms. Superficial means closer to the surface of the body, while deep is further away from the surface of the body. We can say that the skin is superficial to the muscles and lungs are deep to the ribs.
Let's now enter the room of the body police. But before digging into our topic, let me ask this. What is body police?
A body plane is an imaginary flat surface that divides the body into two different sections. These flat planes used in anatomy to describe and locate structures within the body.
One is the way to remember this is through the acronym SOFT. S for sagittal, O for oblique, F for frontal, and lastly T for transverse. First is the sagittal plane. The sagittal plane runs vertically from top to bottom, dividing the body into left and right portions. One example is the sagittal section of the head. It involves the parts of the head such as cerebellum, nasal cavity, tongue, and other parts you can see in this picture.
Next is oblique planes. The term oblique refers to any type of angles that are not parallel or not at right angles. An easy way to remember this is oblique planes have odd angles. Let's jump to frontal plane. It's also called coronal plane. It is plane that runs vertically from the top to bottom and divides the body into front or anterior, side and back, or posterior side.
They say save the best for last, and that is transverse plane. Transverse plane, also known as the horizontal plane, is the only horizontal plane that divides the body into top and bottom portion. One example for this is the transverse section through the abdomen where you can see the liver, kidney, spinal cord, and etc.
The abdomen is a crucial region of the human body, encompassing between the thorax and pelvis. The human abdomen is divided into 4 quadrants. Each housing has specific organs. Right upper quadrant, located in the right side of the abdomen, it contains organs such as liver and part of the small intestine. Left upper quadrant, positioned in the left side, organs found in this quadrant include stomach and spleen. Right lower quadrant, situated on the right side, in the lower part of the body, it houses the appendix. Left lower quadrant, found on the left side organs. In this quadrant include sigmoid colon.
The body contains many cavities. Some of these cavities, such as the nasal cavity, open to the outside body, and some do not. The trunk contains 3 large cavities that do not open to the outside of the body: the thoracic cavity, the abdominal cavity, and the pelvic cavity. The thoracic cavity is surrounded by the rib cage and is separated from the abdominal cavity by the muscular diaphragm. It is divided into right and left parts by a center structure called the mediastinum. The mediastinum is a section that houses the heart, the thymus, the trachea, the esophagus, and other structure. The mediastinum is between the two lungs, which are located on each side of the thoracic cavity. The abdominal cavity is bounded primarily by the abdominal muscles and contains the stomach, the intestine, the liver, the spleen, the pancreas, and the kidneys. The pelvic cavity is a small space enclosed by the bones of the pelvic and contains the urinary bladder, part of the large intestine, and other internal reproductive organs. The abdominal and pelvic cavities are not physically separated and sometimes are called the abdominopelvic cavity.